friends. I'm in the weirdest filming location, and I'm actually holding my phone, so I apologize for the jostling. This is the most tired I have ever filmed. Like, I got a little makeup on just because otherwise I look like I, I rolled out of bed like 5 minutes ago. Um, anyway, I have been like dragging my feet a little bit to get the dollhouse decorated for Christmas. And then I told Grace, I finally have a little motivation. I'm going to do it. And she said, well, don't do the whole, I wanted to do it. And then she told me she made the, I don't know if she was sober, but she made the offer that I could do it and then she could undo it and then do it again. And I was like, for the purposes of being able to film a video sooner rather than later, absolutely not. I'm not doing work for nothing. What? Um, so then I was waiting on her, and I was like, you know what? If I'm last night, I said, you got to do it, or I'm going to go ahead and decorate it because we're getting too close to Christmas. And um, so she did it. And instead of like the two of us doing it, I said, I'm going to go down and wrap your presents. You do it. And then I'm not gonna see it until I film it. I'm gonna go in and be as surprised as everybody else is. She's never decorated the dollhouse exclusively on her own, and I could see how stressed it was making her. And I was like, "This is what I feel all the time." Not the decorating part; that's fun, but like I brought up the totes, and then she was just like, "This is so overwhelming. There's so much stuff." I was like, "Uh huh." And the time that it takes to, like, well, I need the windows, and the windows need the backdrops replaced so that they're winter, and I need um, the command strips to put up the windows, and then something to put on the top of them, and where are the where is this little ottoman? Where is this coffee table? So I did a lot. Like, I was up there for a half an hour just getting the things that she needed. And then I was like, okay, I'm going down to wrap your presents. Have fun. So I haven't seen it. And then I woke up at like 6 a.m., which is horrible, horrible. Do not recommend. And if you get up much earlier than that, I am sorry. I hate it. I hate it. Um, and I came downstairs because I didn't want to wake them up. So I'm going to go upstairs in the doll room and let's take a look together. All right. All right, I do have to say that I feel like this was a little bit akin to what children must feel going to the Christmas tree to open presents, because I was like, there's something magical over there. Something has happened, and now I get to go discover what it is. Let's see. All right, lights coming on. In 3, 2, 1. All right, so I'm going to do an overview first, and then I'll go film little sections of this dollhouse and stop and take pictures and focus on some specific decorations. This is our upstairs dollhouse. It's 8 feet wide and a couple feet deep and a couple feet tall. I don't remember the exact specifications, but it's a nice open floor plan. If you've never seen our dollhouse before, we've got several dollhouses, but this is the one that I always decorate seasonally, and this time Grace decorated seasonally. So the nice thing about the open floor plan is you can change around where the kitchen is and where the living room are. So right now the kitchen's on the right. And I want to point out some of these things are actually, most of these things are from Dolly's dining room. And some of them are from Small Batches by B. So I know that those macarons are Small Batches by B. Most of the other baked goods are from Dolly's dining room. Yes, I'm saying that correctly. And the whipped cream is from AG. Tray is from AG as well. The cart that it's on is from Target. It was like plain wood, and I painted it. So I think that covers everything. All right. This, if you have never decorated a dollhouse, you may not have. Well, I mean, if you've ever watched a dollhouse tour, you know this, right? One of the best things that you can get for decorations is these kind of framed ornaments, because you put them on the wall and they just look like framed art. This one specifically, I knew. I'll show you at the end, by the way, of all of the doll decorations that did not get used, because it's a ton. Like, she used so many things and it was not half. of what we have. This year, we bought like one additional Christmas thing. I don't know. That's not true. If you watched a recent unboxing, you know that's not true. We bought less than we usually do because we know we have so much. But I knew she would use this because she does a lot of baking for the holidays, and we watch a lot of Christmas movies, not in the daytime, at night after the kiddo goes to bed. All right, next up is an ornament. Looks like a cloche, like a bell jar, whatever. Um, but it was an ornament. We just took the hanger thing off of it. It's cute. Got some deer, Christmas trees. Here's another ornament used as a wall hanging. And fitting that this one was in the kitchen, gingerbread baking company, baked fresh daily. The old fashioned tree, the nostalgia inducing tree for many of us. This one does not light up. It was an ornament. And I think it looks a little lonely down there. Like I want to put some kind of fake snow underneath it or something. I don't know. I'm not going to make tiny, tiny presents, but I might go back in and put some fake snow. And then this is an ornament. Is it realistic that there would be like shiny glitter all over the cookies and the tray if this were real and that there would be a bow on the end of it? No. But the size is really good and it just looks like, the dolls have finished decorating and sprinkled some little shimmering dust on everything. I think it still is workable. There's the piping bag in the corner that was American Girl. All of this is American Girl. So the dough, the rolling pin, the sprinkles, and the pan. Don't ask me from which set. I could not possibly tell you if you offered me $1,000,000. Here was a nice detail. I don't remember which set this comes with, but with one of the baking sets, you get this little timer. So it shows you got just under 4 minutes left until you can take the next batch out of the oven, which, if anybody does holiday baking, is very relatable. And then this, the little kitchen scale thing on the refrigerator, like the conversion chart, was a gift from Joe at AGTV for Life. And the cleaning supplies in there just feel realistic. But what I wanted to draw your attention to was the apron. So I will take a closer picture of it. That's an American Girl apron. Super cute, very festive. And then this is on top of the kitchen, several things. So a couple Christmas trees. I know those came from the Target Bullseye section a couple years ago. And I don't remember where I got the Merry and Bright sign, but I got it years ago. It's just like a block of wood. And then these little dolls are from Target. They were ornaments. Always go to the ornament section. This is how you end up with so much stuff. Because it's affordable and the sizing is just right so many times. And then moving over onto the top of this Our Generation pantry, we've got, this was just a tiny decoration. It wasn't an ornament. A couple other things I'll come back to. I need to get some ribbon and cover up the command strips or command hooks. And again, we're going to, I'm panning over each section and then we'll come back and look at the details. But let's just start here. All right. I have seen, let's see, Jason over Silly Monkey Doll stuff on AGIG posted something where the dolls had wrapping, like doll size wrapping paper. And then Joe from AGTV for Life commented, "Oh, I sell that in my shop too." And somebody else. So I've just been seeing a lot of the doll size wrapping paper. And I was like, oh, I can do this. So here is my version of it. And we had a bunch of the mini brands toys, so it was easy to pull out some and make it look like they're in the middle of being wrapped. Got the tape dispenser and the scissors. I think this is adorable, and I've already gotten some photos with the dolls taking, or like dolls at the wrapping station, but I'm sure we'll just keep adding more. Do a proper photo shoot sometime soon. And then again, back on top of that, Our Generation pantry are a couple different decorations. Two of them were just meant to be standing, and then the one in the middle, I think, was an ornament, like a hanging ornament that we took the hanger off of. And then this one, sorry, it's not in focus, but it's just another ornament. I think I was too tired. All right, we're going to move on. Comment below if you have gotten or tend to get every year Sydney's calendars, 5 hens and a cockatiel. We are on, I think, our third year of them, so fairly recent, but a few years in a row. And you can just kind of take this all in. Like I said, I'm going to make sure that I go back over everything. So here is one of the calendars. We got two of them this year. No, three of them this year. I think we got two for 2024 and then three for 2025. Where are we going to put them all? I don't know. Because Grace is going to want them where she can see them. But the only dollhouse that she sees regularly is the one upstairs. She doesn't go down to the downstairs doll room that often. Anyway, some Target dollar spot stuff here, and the little Christmas tree is from my mom. More Target things. We collect these bird things. We call them birdles, but we collect these little bird decorations. We probably have like somewhere between 15 and 20 just for Christmas. And then we have maybe 8 or 10 for fall and Halloween, and maybe like 2 or 3 for spring and none for summer, because September to like late January, early February is my decorating time. Also, fun fact, but anyway, this was the first time that we had seen the little ones standing like this, so that we bought a pack of them. I do most of the decorating in the house, and Grace does most of the like baking and cooking in general, not just Christmas, like year round. And so this was really a treat for me to come in and be like, oh, it's all decorated. Like someone else made it look like Christmas. So yeah, that was really nice. And then this poinsettia, I poinsettia, yeah, I think that's right, was a tutorial that I watched on AGTV for Life's video. Super easy to make, very affordable. You can just go to, she probably has a tutorials playlist, but you can just go to her channel and type in poinsettia and it'll probably come up. All right, moving on. I can't give you the provenance of that penguin, but the pillow I know is one of those ornaments that Target sells. Every single year in their ornament section, they sell little pillows that are meant to be ornaments, but if you just cut the little tabs off or tape them to the back, they make perfect doll size pillows. So, and they're $3 each. So, if you even think that you might be getting a dollhouse, you can go check those out. Here's another one, the green one. And this little gingerbread girl is also from the Target holiday section. I think it was $1. It was in the bullseye section. Here is another one. I'm not kidding. She didn't put either of the two that we just got this year. So I guess this year's get used next year when I decorate. And here are a couple books from different American Girl sets. And the rug, I'm using air quotes as if you could see them. The rug underneath them is just a large doll scarf folded over. And I didn't show you, like I didn't focus on the windows, but the windows are picture frames. And I have printed out like winter, summer, spring, fall scenes, and I keep them like in a notebook, whatever. I just tuck them in a little notepad and take them out and change those multiple times a year. I didn't have them up for like October and November, and dug them back out to put up for winter. So you'll get to see them here in just a second. There's the corner of them. And then the Christmas tree, the only bad thing about this is I went to push the button to turn the lights on, and she didn't turn it on the base. And I don't want to move all those presents to turn it on. So the fireplace is turned on, but I can't turn on the Christmas tree lights unless I move all those presents. And it's too early in the morning. Maybe I'll change my mind and I'll do it. All right, lots going on here. So let's get into it. This set is new. We got it in Nashville, if I remember correctly. And we have another kind of Christmas Eve set like this, but she wanted to use the new one. The cookies are adorable. She especially liked the reindeer. And then over here is just a mix of things. So if you watched a recent video where I was doing just kind of a collective haul of some stuff, the cup is from Joann Fabric, or the mug is from Joann Fabric, but I painted it because it was a white Santa and I wanted some variety. And the little gnome is, I'm sure, from Target's bullseye section. The Christmas tree is from American Girl, but I don't remember what set. We have the Elf on a Shelf, the boy and the girl from American Girl, but she said they were a little bit hard to get to, so she just went with the world's smallest elf on the shelf. And by the way, we have an elf visiting our home for the first time this December, and she is just such a delight. My daughter named her Lucy. We visited Santa yesterday, and I said, Santa, thank you so much for sending us an elf. She's great. And he did not miss a beat. He said, "Oh, and what did you end up naming her? And or what's her name?" And we said she called her Lucy. And he said, "Now is she getting up to no good? A lot of my elves, they like toilet paper." It was great. A great visit with Santa, and we're having so much fun with our visit from Lucy. All right. This set, I believe the whole thing, um, is from this year's Christmas set, Christmas Eve set, whatever. The same thing where the cookies and the milk for Santa were. I think that all came together. And then this one is from a couple years ago. I don't think it's last year's. I don't know if they did one last year, but it's from a couple years ago. Can somebody let me know if these 3 vintage looking cards are from an American Girl set? I feel like they are, but I don't know. And if they're not, then they were printables from Michelle over at Michelle's House of Miniatures. Brain fart. I know that I did a tutorial from her a couple years ago, and she had some printables. I just don't remember if they're these printables or if there's some other ones. Anyway, Christmas cards. Yay. We are just getting ready to send ours out. I'm filming this on December 15th. Everything's a little bit later this year. You know what? We've just been struggling a little bit, so I'm giving us some grace. Marion Bright sign. I got it at a thrift store a couple years ago. It's like 4 by 4 inches, and it fits pretty well on the Our Generation chimney, fireplace, whatever. Here's another little Birtle. They're so cute. And this North Pole Reindeer Express, we've had it for a few years. I believe it's another Target bullseye section find. Presents underneath the tree are from a few different places. Some of them are Our Generation. Some of them are from like a craft store that came as a set. And some of them, like the gold one and the plaid one, are ones that I just wrapped a couple days ago when I was making the doll size wrapping paper. And here is a panoramic video or panoramic shot, just so you can get a sense of all of it together. Now, I want to plug a couple other channels who have, I'm sure there are more, put them in the comments. But Maddie at Superfun Dolls, Emma from AG Dollies Forever, Joe from AGTV for Life. I know for a fact that those channels have put up Christmas Dollhouse videos this year. So drop other ones in the comments if you've watched them, and then I'll add them to my watch later. And I'm going to put a playlist on the screen here in just a second. I'll put it over on the left. That's all of my dollhouse tours, like every dollhouse space I've ever decorated and toured for you. And you can watch that whole playlist. That would be amazing, right? Or you can go to that playlist and just pick the Christmas ones if you want to watch past Christmas decoration videos and see like how we've changed things up each year. So, yeah, if you do that, let me know if you have any preferences. I'm just tickled to get to come in this morning and see all these decorations. I didn't know what to expect. There was so much for her to pick from, and I just had no idea like which things she would end up picking. So that was a fun surprise. Anyway, I hope that you're doing well. Let me know in the comments if you decorate at all for your dolls seasonally, and or if you're like planning a doll house and you're collecting a few things and making, taking mental notes. Whatever you want to say doll related in the comments, I'm here for it and I will reply. So take care. Go watch some of those extra videos either from other channels or from mine so you can get your fill of dollhouse fun. See you soon.